Air quality in our home is paramount. It's extremely important, and I've asked a friend of mine and an expert in the heating and ventilation and air conditioning area to join me here on Checker Pro Radio. It's Mario Lopez from AtticMan. Mario, how are you?
Doing great, Jim. How are you?
I am doing wonderful today. Questions come into the show. How can I reduce dust, allergens, and humidity in my home? All part of air quality, all important. If you have all of those things, and let's throw in pet dander, right? All of these things cause issues to our overall health. And so, how can one reduce all of this in their homes?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think when we think of heating and air, most homeowners just immediately think about temperature control. But what often goes unnoticed or not thought about is exactly what you mentioned, just having good air quality. It's not just meant to control the temperature, it's meant to control your air quality as well. You spend a lot of time in your home, that's where your family is, and you want to make sure you have healthy air that you're breathing because it's a direct effect to your health. Most heating and air systems only have a 1-inch filter on them. And that's there to protect the system, also helps with air quality. But that's it, right? And a 1-inch filter will catch physical things such as pet hair and some dust, right? But a lot of it makes it past that 1-inch filter. And a filter doesn't do anything for any living organisms, right? Or allergens or smoke. So you can actually put in accessory items onto your HVAC systems, whether it's a new HVAC system or an existing one, to improve air quality. There's different types. You have air scrubbers, you have air purifiers, and you have UV lights, right? And all of these are meant to go inside that central heating and air system so that when you run your HVAC unit, all the air in the home is going to go through that system and pass by one of these products and clean the air. So you can really improve the air quality in your home. If you have bad allergies, a lot of these products will kill allergens.
Mm.
In the Sacramento area, there's a lot of fires in the summertime, and smoke can be a factor. You go outside, and there's been many times during fires in the summer where you go outside and it's so smoky it's hard to breathe, and that smoke enters into the house. And if you have a air purifier, it'll actually get rid of the smoke as well. Other things such as bacteria, VOCs, right? Living organisms, things that make you sick will also be killed or eliminated by having these products. So a lot of them are affordable. There's all different ranges, right? I mean, you can get something as affordable as a few $100s, and you could go all the way up to a HEPA filter or hospital grade filter for a few thousands of dollars and everything in between. But at least having some type of a product in there will greatly improve your air quality in your home, which in turn improves your health and your family's health. So very important.
Mario, if someone has a an HVAC system that uses the 1-inch filters, can that be upgraded to a media filter system?
Yes, absolutely. So, most homes, again, standard 1-inch filter. You can upgrade and put in what's called a media filter, oftentimes are 4 inches or 5 inches thick. And the difference is really just the thickness of the filter and how much it's able to actually catch. It's also convenient because a 1-inch filter, you want to change that every 60 to 90 days, maybe even more, depending on if you have pets, etc. A media filter, those can go up to 9 months, some of them up to 12 months, depending on use when you have to change them. So yeah, media filters are great. Depending on your setup, if you have a furnace or an air handler or a unit in the attic that's in a horizontal application, you can add those onto existing. If you have a furnace or an air handler or something in the garage or a closet where it's in a vertical application, sometimes those will take a little bit more work to add to the system, but they are possible. And if you have a 1-inch filter now and you're considering improving your air quality, going to a media filter is always a great option.
Yeah, that's what I have in my home. I've got 2 systems, and I've got the larger media filter, and if nothing else, the convenience of going at least 6 months. I'm pretty religious. Every 6 months, we swap them out. Regardless, it's just kinda like the batteries and the smoke detectors, just one of those things we do, and don't have any problems, keeps the coils clean, which is important because if it's not just our health, right? It's not just the dust on the coffee table. It's also all of those allergens and pet hair and dander going onto the coils, which then makes your system inefficient.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly right. And by putting one of these products in, another little secret that most homeowners don't realize, if you ever look at your thermostat, depending on the type of thermostat, most of them have a setting. It says fan and it
Mm.
says auto or on. And that gets confusing for a lot of people. They say, okay, well, what's the difference between auto and on? Well, auto means that blower motor that's moving all that air throughout the house will only run when the system is either heating or cooling, right? If you turn that to on, it'll actually just run the blower, which is just going to circulate air throughout the house. And just running the blower does not use a whole lot of electricity. So if you have one of these products built in, or you add one of these products to your HVAC system, you can turn that thermostat setting just to on the fan, and it'll just circulate that air and clean that air all day. And you can take that to the next level if you pair an IAQ product, indoor air quality device, with a smart thermostat, right? A Wi-Fi capable thermostat. Those tend to have a few more features, and one of the features of those is you can add to run that blower. Say, hey, I want this blower to run every 15 minutes on the hour. Then automatically, 1 o'clock hits, it runs for 15 minutes. So 1:15, it shuts off. 2 o'clock hits, it runs for 15 minutes. And so it'll actually be circulating the air throughout the day. You don't even know it's happening, and it's keeping that air nice and clean for you. Anytime we add an accessory, an indoor air quality product to a unit, we want to pair that with a smart thermostat or a thermostat that's capable of having that setting. That way you can get maximum usage and all the benefits of the indoor air quality product.
Yeah. Awesome advice, awesome products, and you also have, for first-time clients, offers, free maintenance. Why don't you talk about that?
Yeah. So for first time clients, if you have a heating and air conditioning contractor you've used in the past, or maybe you don't, and you're looking for someone to try, we want you to try our service. We want you to see what we're all about. So for first time clients, we're offering a complimentary maintenance that could be either on your air conditioner or on your furnace. We'll do a full inspection of the unit. We'll also include in that an attic inspection. So
Mhm.
AtticMan will look in your attic. We'll look for rodents, and we'll check your insulation levels and anything up there that might, draw some attention that we want to bring to your attention. And then if you're interested in an indoor air quality product, that's a perfect time to ask one of our technicians about the products and if your system is capable of having one installed, and we can give you a free estimate at that point for that if that's something you're interested in.
Fantastic. All of Mario's information is located in the show notes, the description of this podcast. He's just one click away. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate your expertise here today on the program.
Anytime, Jim. Thank you.